Hello. I hope that's... No, the audio's fine. I think it's fine. Let me know if anything sounds wrong. As promised, I am not playing the very tragic, depressing game that I've been playing for the past couple days. I'll probably come back to it next time I stream, but we're taking a little break. Plus I got a little distracted when I came home from work, so I'm starting stream later than I usually would. But we'll just play this little demo that I found. Apparently it's a demo, so it's not completed, but well, I think it's a demo. Actually, I don't know. Actually, well, I remember seeing that only one of the guys' routes was complete, but apparently it's just a cute little, like, you know, VN about meeting two boy failures or something and falling in love. So I thought that it sounded like it would be a short, fun playthrough, so that's what we're playing tonight. Hopefully we'll finish it, but it is also like 11, almost 11:30 where I am, and I don't like sleeping past midnight, but we'll see. I would like to finish it in one sitting. So let's get started. What is my name? There. She, her. Oop. Let me make sure that's not too loud. Okay. I think that's fine. Okay. Okay. Stylish. I sit down in the farthest corner of the train station, where the tiled walls are a little too close and the noise of the crowd sounds pleasantly distant. It's already noon and I'm eating what I will loosely describe as breakfast, a cold egg sandwich from the convenience store downstairs. About 4 hours late and 2 days past the concept of dignity. The bread is soggy. The lettuce is giving up, the egg tastes like depression. I chew slowly, contemplating the slow and delicious fall of my life into total chaos. So this is what being unemployed feels like. Still wearing the tacky suit I've worn to work too many times in a row, the collar is fraying. There's a faint stain on the sleeve that may or may not be soy sauce. My ID card still hangs from my neck like a cruel joke. It clacks gently against my chest when I sigh. I quit, like actually quit. I can still hear it. My boss's smug voice, the casual cruelty in his tone, and the exact moment my final brain cell self-destructed. Flashback, 2 hours ago. That happy Kuma bear mascot you like? It looks so deformed. Honestly, it's a wonder kids aren't scared of it. I'm quitting this job. Damn, okay. Dramatic? Yes. Justified? Also yes. You can insult my work ethic, you can underpay me, you can even make me work weekends, but do not slander the pure, comforting joy of Comfort Kuma, a round pink miracle of marketing who got me through middle school, heartbreak, and chronic loneliness. I will die on this hill. And apparently starve from it. Okay. I take another angry bite of the sandwich, still seething in solidarity with the bear, when I feel a soft tap on the back of my neck. Not the shoulder, not the arm, the neck. I flinch, nearly choke on a piece of egg, and twist around. The art is so pretty, that's what attracted me to this in the first place. Behind me stands a man, tall, weirdly glowing in the harsh station lighting. He looks like a rich man trying to cosplay as a backpacker. There's an expensive looking camera slung around his neck and a rolling suitcase by his side, barely touching the floor. He looks relieved to see me. I feel immediate danger.
Sorry to bother you.
Oh.
Are you the tour guide?
There's voice acting in this? I didn't know. That saves me some breath. I blink. He smiles, all teeth and sincerity, like a golden retriever with a platinum Amex card. And because my day is already ruined, because my ID badge says City Promotions Guest Services from a job I technically still have until they revoke the building pass, and because I am very unemployed now. Are you a tour guide? Wait, was there I actually wasn't paying attention. Is there a history button? No, I'm stupid! Okay, whatever. I already forgot what he said. Are you a tour guide? Oh, this is the question? Yes. The word hangs in the air, soft and dangerous. Yes. It's so cute. What a cute art style. The man beams like I just handed him a winning lottery ticket. The kind of smile that could be weaponized in a romance drama. He immediately crouches beside me, setting his suitcase upright like we're old travel buddies on break. I stare at him, already mentally rewriting my entire moral code.
Thank God. I thought I messed up the meeting point. I've been wandering around for 40 minutes. I was 2 seconds away from crying into my map app.
He pulls out his phone and shows me a vaguely official-looking receipt. Some freelance booking app. The listing title reads Intimate Local Walking Tour, Hidden Gems of the City. The company's name is just Sparkle Urban Vibes and Experience. Sparkle. I don't even know what that means.
You're not gonna believe how many people I asked before you. Everyone just walked away or glared. Oh, and one old man even threw a fish cake at me.
Honestly, you might have deserved that.
I probably did. I don't even know how to ask for directions in this language. I learned how to say toilet and help, and that's about it.
Wait, what language is this? Useful combo.
You'd be surprised how often they go together.
Fair. He laughs. It's way too charming. My conscience pokes at me, loudly. But before I can ruin my life further, he extends a hand toward me.
I'm Julian, by the way, from France. First time here. Possibly about to die of excitement and or heat stroke.
Wait, why'd he laugh though? I hesitate then shake his hand. Now my name
I love
sounds
that.
stupid.
It sounds cool. Mysterious. Like someone who's seen things.
I should have put a different name. Normally when I play these games, I don't put my own name. But it honestly my persona name or online name, it doesn't sound nice either to use for these kinds of things. So I should probably it's too late now, but the world outside is cruel.
I'll trust you in that.
How many days are you staying here again? He tilts his head like he didn't know himself. He mumbles under his breath.
A million.
Huh? What did you say?
I mean 4 days.
Julian leans back, sipping from a water bottle shaped like a pear.
So, where are we headed first?
I pause. Because I don't have a plan, because I was supposed to go home, eat inspired pudding, and cry in the shower today. That's such a mood. But now there's a tourist with trust issues and too much money looking at me like I'm the keeper of ancient city wisdom. I hesitate, acutely aware of my wrinkled suit and the way my old company ID still dangles from my neck like a noose. Damn, the shopping district is the obvious answer. It's close, crowded enough to blend in, and most importantly, air-conditioned. But the thought of weaving through tourists under the sweltering sun makes my already damp collar feel tighter. Not the go home and give up. Let's go. Julian perks up before I even finish speaking, his eyes lighting up like I've just suggested we raid a treasure vault.
Shopping? Perfect. I need souvenirs, like a concerning amount of souvenirs.
I didn't know there was voice acting. It's so cute. He gestures to his suitcase, which now that I look closer is suspiciously big for someone just here for a 4-day visit. You packed all that?
Oh, no. They're not all full. This one's just for emergency purchases.
Emergency purchases?
You know, like, what if I see a really cool hat or a ceramic frog, or what if there's a limited edition Comfort Kuma collab item?
Oh, hi. Yeah, welcome. I don't know how late it is for you. This will be a short stream. I'm just playing a cute little demo to take a break from the very sad game. Next time I stream, we will be going back to the very sad, tragic, depressing game. But for now, we get a cute little dating sim. So just, yeah. What do you say? Oh. My soul leaves my body. You did not just say that.
I did, and I stand by it. That bear is a cultural icon.
I found this like random demo, but the art is so cute, and I didn't know there was voice acting, but it sounds very nice. Get on the train then.
Aye, aye, sir.
What's up? Oh. The shopping district is a mess of neon signs, overpriced boutiques, and street vendors aggressively waving fans at passerby. Julian walks like a man who's never encountered personal space, weaving through the crowd with the grace of a golden retriever in a china shop.
So, what's the strategy here? Do we go left, right, or straight into that store that smells like caramel?
You're the one who wanted souvenirs.
Yeah, but you're the expert.
I am, in fact, not an expert, but Julian looks at me like I hold the secrets of the universe, so I point at the closest thing that won't immediately bankrupt him. A cramped little shop with shelves overflowing with trinkets. Yeah, the colors are so pretty. There. Cheap, chaotic, and they definitely sell frog ceramics.
Ooh.
Inside, he picks up every third item he sees, holding them up for my approval like I'm his personal shopping consultant. He holds a tiny cat statue up.
What?
It's it's ugly.
Sold.
He adds it to his growing pile. A minute later, he shoves a keychain in my face, a pink blob that might be Comfort Kuma after a tragic laundry accident.
Hey look, it's your emotional support bear.
How did you know?
It's plastered all over your back.
That's like high-key me. I'm like, how did you know I was a fan of this? And it's on my bag, or on my shirt or something. He grins and waved the pink blob more eccentrically. That's not even the right shape.
It's abstract. Art.
It's a crime. He buys it anyways. By the time we leave, Julian's emergency suitcase is significantly heavier and he's wearing a new hat, a wide-brimmed straw thing that makes him look like a vacationing aristocrat. He proudly adjusted his hat in front of
How
me.
do I look?
Like you're about to get scammed.
Fantastic.
This guy's not suspicious of me at all. He grins completely unbothered and I realize with horror that I'm getting used to him. Oh. You're gonna regret that hat when the wind picks up.
Regret is part of the experience.
The sun dips lower, casting the street in gold, and for the first time today I don't feel like a failed office drone. I feel like a tour guide. A fake one, but still. The shopping district hums with late afternoon energy, street performers clattering drums, the sizzle of takoyaki stalls, and the occasional thunk of a vending machine dispensing drinks. Julian stops dead in his tracks in front of a gachapon machine.
Oh no.
Inside the machine are rows of tiny pastel-colored capsules, each promising a mystery figurine. A sign taped to the glass reads, "Limited Edition Comfort Kuma Collab. Collect all 6." Don't. It was useless. He's already digging his pockets for coins. Oh, to be rich and spend it on gacha.
Have to.
It's a scam. You'll get 6 of the same ugly one.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
He solemnly inserts the money. I was made to voice this character. She sounds so like dead inside. The machine whirs. A capsule drops. Julian cracks it open like it's a sacred artifact. Inside is a microscopic Comfort Kuma dressed as a shrimp.
Magnificent.
That's the worst one.
That's why it's perfect.
He immediately feeds the machine again. By the 5th attempt, Julian has acquired Shrimp Kuma again, Shrimp Kuma Y, a slightly different Shrimp Kuma with a hat, a normal Kuma but missing an ear.
I think the universe is telling me something.
To stop?
To open the shrimp restaurant.
He looks so genuinely contemplative that I almost believe him. Confiscating your coins.
You'd rob a man of his dreams.
Oh, that is a pink cafe. The cafe isn't just wood paneled, it's a shrine to Comfort Kuma. Pink plushies line every shelf. Kuma-shaped mugs dangle from hooks behind the counter. Even the sugar packets have tiny bear faces printed on them, judging you with their blank, beady eyes. Okay, off topic, but it's like my one dream if I ever go to Japan is to go to the Kirby Cafe. Because I love Kirby, and that is like, I like nothing else out of everything in Japan, that is my one dream to visit. A life-size Kuma statue stands guard by the door, one paw outstretched like it's about to bless your poor life choices. Behind the counter, Jun, a man in his late 20s with the energy of a deflating balloon, that's kind of offensive sounding, wipes down an espresso machine with the enthusiasm of someone contemplating arson. That also... Okay, his apron reads, "I heart Kuma," joking and peeling letters. Oh, it's you. Miss me? Like a toothache. Julian, meanwhile, looks like he's just stepped into heaven.
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
He sits in one of the chairs in the corner, ushering me to come along.
This is the life. No schedules, no meetings, just vibes.
Yeah, like, I know there's, like, so much to go to in Japan, but I want to go to, like, cute, like, character cafes or anime cafes. Because, like, why is that not here? Why is that not more of a thing in the US? I'm just saying. It would work. I've known you for only a day, but I wonder if you ever worked a day in your life.
Hey, I've worked. I interned at my dad's company for, like, I don't know, a week.
Okay, buddy.
It was terrible. Everyone kept calling me sir, and I had to wear loafers. Ugh.
He shudders. I sip my coffee. Leaning in, he looks at me curiously.
What about you? How long have you been a tour guide?
Today's my
No
first
way.
day.
I'm your first client? That's historic.
He doesn't press further, just stirs his iced coffee with a straw.
So, what was the old job?
Soul crushing. He raised his cup.
To freedom, then. Wait, I think the cafe owner guy is calling me.
He leaves the table. Julian returns to the table, creating a limited edition Kuma parfait like it's the Holy Grail. It has 2 mini umbrellas.
Now this is the peak of human innovation.
That'll be 1,800 yen.
Worth it.
Oh, this is Japan? Oh, okay. Actually, that makes more sense. I wasn't really sure what the setting of this game was, but if it's in yen, that makes sense. As he digs in, Jen sidles up to you, arms crossed. So, you quit your job over some bear I manage daily, and now you're babysitting a rich idiot? It's a tour guide gig. You're not a tour guide. I am today. Jen stares at you, then at Julian, who's now attempting to balance a spoon on his nose. You're both hopeless. He leaves. A beat of silence, then...
Okay, but real question. If you could be anything right now, no limits, what would it be?
Honestly, a nap. Something that doesn't involve... Honestly, yeah.
Mood.
For a second, the cafe noise fades, and he leans back, grinning again.
Well, if you ever need a partner in crime for impulsive life decisions...
I'll keep you in mind. He smiles, and for once, it's not blinding, just warm. I was quite charmed until I realized he's poking at the whipped cream on his drink with childlike fascination, completely absorbed in trying to balance a sugar packet on top of it. It topples. He gasps like it's a personal betrayal.
This is rigged.
It's physics.
No, I had it.
The sugar packet slides off. He groans, slumping dramatically against the table.
My greatest defeat.
I steal the packet before he can attempt a third time. He pouts. How are you this easily entertained? Well, I mean, I get it. I'm easily entertained.
Oh, this is nothing. Once I spent 3 hours trying to teach myself to flip a pancake in the air, 3 hours later my kitchen looks like a battlefield.
Did you succeed?
No, but I did invent pancake soup.
I choke on my coffee. That's actually impressive in a tragic way.
Finally, validation.
He leans in, suddenly serious.
Okay, real talk. Do you think pigeons know they're pigeons?
What? What?
Like, do they look at themselves and go, ah, yes, I am a pigeon? Or do they just vibe and assume they're like weirdly small chickens?
What an existential question. I roll my eyes, but... Wait, where are you staying? Julian freezes mid-sip. Ah. He pulls out his phone, swipes to a booking confirmation, and slides it across the table. I squint at the screen. Luxury Skyview Suite? This address is in the middle of a parking lot.
Yes, I learned this after I paid.
Bro. How much? He suddenly whispers.
Do not make me say it.
Oh. Julian. He covers his face in shame.
Enough that I could have bought the actual sky.
Damn, I stare. He peeks through his fingers.
So, hypothetically, if a guy, very cool, very charming guy, needed a place to crash for like one night,
No.
I'll sleep on the floor, I'll cook,
You don't look like you can cook.
I can attempt to cook. It's the thought that counts.
I could say no. Okay, we get the shrimp bears.
Deal. But only the duplicate shrimp bears. Oh,
He exhales something in relief.
thank you. Seriously, I owe you.
Wow, this guy's trusting. He came up to me when I was looking depressed in the subway, asked if I was a tour guide. I lied to him and said yes. I showed him around, and now he's asking to stay over at my place because he got scammed. Like, okay. You owe me silence on the walk home.
Done.
Jen glances up, sees us. His eye twitches. No, you're still here.
Yes.
Jen exhales through his nose, long suffering before turning back to the machine. How are you still here?
Should we leave?
Can I... Oh, no. I don't know. Oh, wait. No, that's the question. Okay. Do we leave? Do we dip? Sure. Julian lasts approximately 12 seconds before pointing at a street vendor and whispering, "Is that a mochi the size of a toddler?" The sun dips low, painting the streets in a warm gold as Julian and I leave the cafe. The air smells like street food and fading summer, the kind of evening that makes even the cracked pavement look poetic. Julian walks just a little too close, his sleeve brushing mine as he points at every little thing like it's the most fascinating discovery of his life.
Oh! Look at that!
I follow his gaze to a tiny, wrinkly dog wearing a sweater. It's a dog. He looks delighted.
It's fashionable.
He pulls out his camera, when did he even have time to grab it, and crouches down, snapping a photo before the dog's owner whisks it away.
Perfect.
I catch a glimpse. It's not just a dog. In the moment, the golden light that stray leaves caught mid-fall, the blur of the city behind it. You're weirdly good at that.
I have many hidden talents.
His knee is now definitely covered in sidewalk dust. I don't mention it. Name 3.
Rude. I'll have you know I can...
He pauses, realizing he can't actually think of any. You know, it's actually so nice that he's voiced, so I don't have to talk the whole time. I get a little break in between my reading. My apartment is, well, lived in, a little messy, very me. Covered in a bear memorabilia. Julian steps inside like he's entering a museum, eyes wide.
Wow, it's so...
His eyes land on the laundry.
cozy.
Okay, buddy. It's a mess.
A welcomingness.
He sets his suspiciously heavy suitcase down with a thunk and immediately beelines for my bookshelf, running a finger along the spines. I toss a spare blanket and pillow at Julian, who catches them with the grace of a man who has definitely never made a bed in his life. Flora's yours, don't complain.
Luxury flooring. 5-star experience.
He flops down dramatically, rolling himself into a burrito of blankets. I turn off the lights. Silence. Then,
Hey,
no.
but what if I...
Sleep. A pause.
Good night.
I don't answer, but for some reason the room feels a little less empty. A hand shakes my shoulder.
Rise and shine.
I lurch upright, disoriented, and squint at the human-shaped ray of sunshine looming over me. Julian is already dressed, hair slightly damp, smelling like my cheap citrus body wash. What?
Morning walk. The city's magical at sunrise. I checked.
It's dark.
Exactly. No crowds. Just us and the pigeons. And maybe that one guy who always jogs at ungodly hours.
I glare. He beams. I hate you.
Noted. Now take a shower. Adventure awaits.
Damn, who's the tour guide here? The shower did little to wash away my exhaustion, but the crisp morning air helped. The city is still half asleep, streetlights glowing like tired eyes, the occasional delivery truck rumbling past. Julian walks ahead, hands shoved into the pockets of his wrinkled linen pants.
See? Magic.
It's just empty streets.
Exactly. No tourists, no noise, just the city breathing.
A stray cat slings past the dumpster, eyeing Julian with suspicion. He crouches down, making a clicking sound with his tongue. The cat flicks its tail and vanishes. You're terrible at this.
I'm mysterious. It's part of my charm.
I roll my eyes but don't stop him. The quiet is nice for a change. No crowds, no expectations, just the two of us and the slow creep of a dawn.
Worth waking up for?
Maybe.
I will melt your cold heart one day.
Julian buys 2 onigiri and a canned coffee, handing me one without asking. We eat in silence on the curb, watching the first wave of salarymen trudge toward the station.
Don't move. That's salaryman's tie. Is it clip on?
I will push you into traffic.
Kinky.
What the hell?
So, what's the plan for today?
Sleep.
Boring.
Necessary. I sigh and then plan the itinerary. Meiji Shrine, where Julian tried to commune with nature by hugging a sacred tree until a priest side-eyed him. Harajuku's Takashita Street, where he spent 5,000 yen on a crepe the size of his head and immediately dropped it. Rip wrinkles, wrinkles. Isn't that like 50 bucks? Akihabara, where he fangirled for 2 hours after seeing his favorite shoujo manga on a poster. That's fair. He bought many volumes, then found out it was all in Japanese. And of course, the iconic Tokyo Tower, where he spent 20 minutes arguing with a vending machine that stole his money. It gave him the drink, he was just too distracted taking selfies. Okay. Through it all, I traded behind like a long-suffering babysitter, wondering how one man could attract so much chaos without even trying. The streets are properly alive now, bustling with commuters and school kids. Julian walks a little too close, his elbow brushing mine whenever someone passes.
I'm melting. Like a sad, sexy popsicle.
You're damp, like bread left out in a rainstorm.
Poetic. Harsh, but poetic. No, I could get used to this.
To what?
Morning walks, empty streets. You?
Isn't this like day 2 of knowing each other? I don't look at him. My face feels warm. You're leaving in 2 days.
Yeah.
Back in my apartment, Julian flops onto the floor like a starfish.
I'm exhausted.
You woke me up.
And it was worth it.
I kick his foot half-heartedly before collapsing onto my bed. Julian's breathing evens out almost instantly. I close my eyes. The city hums outside. My eyes blink open to darkness. The digital clock on my bedside table reads 2:37 a.m. in harsh red numbers. Something feels off. I lie there for a moment disoriented before realizing what woke me. The oppressive, sticky warmth clinging to my skin. The AC must have shut off again. With a groan, I fumble for the lamp, my fingers brushing the switch. Light floods the room in a sudden golden burst. And there he is. Oh my... Okay. Julian. Why? Sprawled across my floor like some kind of modern art illustration. One arm is flung carelessly over his stomach, his fingers twitching slightly in deep sleep. The other is bent behind his head, biceps flexing just enough to draw attention to the smooth lines of his shoulders. The thin blanket I'd given him has slipped dangerously low on his hips. Okay. I swallow hard. I wasn't really expecting this, especially so soon, honestly. His chest rises and falls in a slow, steady rhythm, and for one insane second I consider just watching. Then, his eyelashes flutter. A sleepy, lopsided grin spreads across his face for his eyes even fully open.
Is there a fire?
What the hell?
Did you just miss me?
No. A beat. His gaze clears, sharpens in the low light. He doesn't move, doesn't cover himself, just watches me with that infuriating smile.
Are you sure? Because you're looking at me like I'm the last onigiri at the konbini.
Okay, well, the mood is gone. The movement makes the blanket slip even lower. You're impossible.
And yet...
A pause. I can feel his grin widening.
Here you are, staring.
I feel like it's been a long time since I played an Otome game. Like, I feel like I'm not used to the 2D men flirting. I reach for the lamp again, my fingers brushing the switch.
I knew you thought I was pretty.
The light snaps off, darkness swallows us whole. Go back to sleep, Julian. Silence, then...
Sweet dreams.
I don't answer. But long after his breathing evens out, I lie there staring at the ceiling. You didn't kick him out? Okay. Sunlight filters weakly through the curtains, painting the room in drowsy gold. The air is still thick with sleep, the kind of quiet that only exists in the stolen hours of where the city fully awakes. And then I feel it. Wait. Warm, solid, and definitely not part of my usual morning routine. I blink slowly, from my brain still half drowned in sleep, and glance down. Julian's arm is slung over my waist, his fingers curled loosely into the fabric of my shirt. His face is buried against my shoulder, his breathing deep and even, his lips slightly parted. His hair is a mess, fluffy and tangled, sunlight catching the lightest strands like spun gold. Somehow in the night he'd migrated from the floor to my bed. And worse, I'd let him stay there. I should shove him off. I should. But his breathing is steady, his body relaxed in a way I've barely seen since he got here. No frantic energy, no stupid jokes, just peace. I would probably shove him off, to be honest. 5 more minutes won't kill me. I close my eyes again. I can't take this anymore. The second I shift, Julian tightens his grip, pulling me closer with a sleepy protesting voice.
Sure today. Today's free day.
You're on me.
Not on you, I'm with you. Big difference.
Kinda crazy to sleep in the same bed as your tour guide on day, 3? This is the day 3 of knowing each other? His voice is rough with sleep, his words slurred and heavy. He nuzzles into my shoulder like a cat seeking warmth, his breath tickling my collarbone. I should absolutely push him away. I don't. Get off. I elbow him lightly in the ribs. Oof. Julian groans dramatically, rolling off me with all the grace of a toppled laundry pile.
Cruel. So cruel.
The floor misses you. He lifts his head just enough to glare, hair sticking up in every direction.
The floor is a monster.
Go take a shower.
Hmm?
I need to take my golden retriever out on a walk.
You have a golden retriever?
The sun hangs lazily in the sky, casting the city in a golden haze. Julian walks beside me, his elbow brushing mine every few steps like he can't quite help it. He's quieter than usual, not in a bad way, but in the way of someone content just to exist next to you. Where do you want to go?
Everywhere and nowhere.
Okay. I'm afraid I can't fulfill that. Then he stops dead in his tracks.
Wait.
Before I can ask why, he's grabbing my wrist and pulling me toward a tiny hole-in-the-wall shrine tucked between two buildings. It's the kind of place most people would walk past without noticing. Just a weathered torii grate and a single stone fox statue. Its paint chipped with age. What are we doing? Julian digs in his pocket and pulls out a 5 yen coin.
Making a wish.
He drops the coin into the offering box with a soft clink, claps his hand twice, and bows his head. His lips move silently. When he straightens, he's grinning. What do you wish for?
You can't ask that. It won't come true.
You don't actually believe that.
I might. And now I'm double wishing you don't ruin it.
I roll my eyes, but step forward anyway, fishing out my own coin. The ritual feels silly, but Julian watches me with this unbearably fond look, like he's memorizing the way my hands move. I can wish to get a new rice cooker. Okay, we'll choose the romantic option. Stay with Julian. When I finish, he leans in.
Did you wish for me?
I wish for you to shut up. He laughs, bright and unguarded, and the sound lingers in the air between us like sunlight. We walked all the way to the shopping district since the streets didn't have much else to offer us. We end up in a cramped bookstore, the kind with shelves so close together that you have to turn sideways to slip through. Julian immediately beelines for the photography section, running his fingers over the spines like they're old friends. I find him later crouched in the corner, flipping through a book of black and white street photography. His expression is softer than I've ever seen it. No jokes, no performance, just quiet. You're staring. He doesn't look up.
As photographer, he captures these tiny, perfect moments. Look, a kid laughing with ice cream dripping down their hand, or an old couple sharing an umbrella. The kind of stuff that people forget to notice.
He turns the page and his voice drops almost to himself.
I want to remember everything about this trip.
The air between us shifts. Even the part where you got scammed by a parking lot luxury suite. The moment breaks. Julian slaps the book shut and stands, shoving it into my chest.
Especially that part. Here, buy this for me.
What happened to your emergency suitcase full of money? He grins.
Emergency. It's not an emergency if an amazing person is treating me.
I reluctantly pay and watch as the cashier wraps up his book. I'm unemployed. When are you planning to pay me to be your tour guide again?
I'll pay you with a hug.
He grabs his book and runs towards me. I run away.
Stop! Stop! I give up. You're too fast. Truce. Please. No hug.
He falls into the train station's chair and wipes his sweat dramatically, gasping for air like a fish out of the sea. What if I want a hug? He glares at me.
What same person runs all the way to the train station?
Julian, it's barely 50 steps.
I am a malnourished young master.
Malnourished my ass. The platform is nearly empty, just a distant echo of an announcement and the hum of tracks. We call for a truce and end up sitting on a bench, sharing a bag of melon bread that's slightly too stale. Julian leans back, stretching his arms along the bench behind me, not quite touching but close enough that I can feel the warmth of him.
You never told me your wish.
You said it wouldn't come true.
I lied. I'm a terrible person.
The overhead lights flicker, casting his face in golden shadow. He's looking at me like I'm the only thing worth seeing in this whole damn city. I wished... Julian waits patient, his knee pressing against mine. For better melon bread next time. He laughs, but it's softer now, tinged with something like understanding. The train rushes past, a blur of light and noise, and for a second I think he might kiss me. He doesn't. But his pinky brushes mine just once, and it feels like a promise.
Okay, new game. That Gonbini. What's the most chaotic combo of items I can buy for under 1,000 yen?
You're changing the subject.
You're avoiding the game.
I roll my eyes but play along. Fine. A single banana, a pack of glow sticks, and a fishing magazine. Julian gasps, clutching his chest.
Be right back.
He comes back with a single banana, a pack of glow sticks, and a fishing magazine. We go back home. Julian's back on the floor tonight, but he's pushed his makeshift bed so close to mine that our hands could touch if either of us reached out.
Today was my favorite day.
We didn't even do anything.
Exactly.
Silence. Then...
Suddenly, every single day with you has been in my favorite days on Earth list. I'm 25.
Okay. He pulls out his phone.
25 times 365 is 9,125. You should be honored.
Wow, could you give me a specific ranking?
Clap your hands for Julian's favorite days in the world. My favorite would be the day you and I met. My second would be today, and my third would be yesterday.
He pauses.
My fourth favorite is the day my dad allowed me to play with the other kids.
Oh? I want to hear all about that.
Oh, it took a lot of convincing, and tears. It was for only one day, but I was so happy playing football with them.
He trails off. Julian, when are you leaving? His voice is soft, raw, nothing like the boy who complained every stop on the trip or argued with vending machines.
Do you want me to leave that bad?
It was a hearty attempt at a joke. Julian exhales through his nose a half laugh.
Train's at 7:30. Tomorrow.
The numbers hang between us, 7:30, a countdown in cold digital precision.
They never mentioned it because they didn't know how to bring it up.
Oh, I thought he would say it. Okay. If I said it out loud, it'd be real. You still have lots left to photograph.
Shit.
He moves closer suddenly and pulls me into a hug. His arms are tight around me, his face buried in my shoulder. He smells like cheap shampoo and the cinnamon gum he's always chewing.
I'm coming back.
Liar.
Next time, I'm taking you to France. We'll eat so many croissants, you'll hate me.
I already hate you.
Liar.
Look to the side and Julian is already asleep. I close my eyes. Okay, the transitions is a little fast, but it's fine. Bang, bang, bang. My door rattles. Light spills through the curtains, slicing the shadows across my wall into gold-tinted lines. My blanket's twisted around me like a python, clinging to the last fragments of sleep.
Arise, my tragically under-caffeinated roommate. I come bearing edible bears.
I groan and drag myself out of bed. When I open the door, there he is, beaming like a sunrise in sneakers, offering up a ridiculous bento box. It's shaped like a bear's face.
I fought a 7-year-old for this. She was fierce, but I prevailed.
You fought a child? Did you really fight a child?
She had one in each hand. It was hoarding.
I take the box. It's farm. He smells like pastry and early morning wind, and thankfully he's wearing a shirt. You're dangerously chipper for someone who was dying 12 hours ago.
I slept on luxury flooring. I am reborn.
You're back. Together. How cute. We're just here for breakfast.
And spiritual healing.
That'll cost extra. Jen glances between us like he's trying to solve a puzzle with pieces that absolutely don't belong together. You know, I thought you'd leave by now.
And miss the bear-themed culinary experience? Perish the thought.
Jen rolls his eyes and disappears into the back with a muttered, hopeless. The table is slightly sticky, ew, and the light filtering through the windows is warm and familiar. Julian carefully peels open the bento.
I googled this place before I came to Japan. 5 stars. Cuter than it has any right to be. That's a quote.
How much of your trip has been decided by cuteness?
You say that like it's not a perfectly valid metric.
I steal a rice ball from his tray. This is revenge for day 2, 2:37 a.m.
You're welcome.
His eyes crinkle at the corners as he smiles, soft and slow. For a second, it's easy to forget the clock ticking down on his time here. Easy to fall into this. Coffee and chaos and conversations that stretch like sunlight across the floor. Then, the bell above the door jingles again. A tall man in a sharp black suit enters, scanning the cafe with military precision. His gaze lands on Julian. He heads towards us like a storm in polished shoes. Julian freezes, smile gone. Gone. Mr. Beaumont, you were instructed to report in this morning. Julian doesn't look at him.
I was busy.
Your father is waiting. Tension cuts through the air like a wire. Julian's jaw tightens. His fingers curl around his chopstick with too much pressure.
I'll come when I'm ready.
Now, sir. For the first time, Julian looks small, like the version of him that jokes and plays and flirts is something paper thin, carefully folded, and now unraveling. He glances at me. Just a flicker. Then he stands.
Guess breakfast is over.
We'll be in the car. He leaves without another word. The bell jingles again, final, distant. Julian doesn't move for a moment. Then he sighs.
Sorry, that was dramatic.
Are you okay? He looks at me, really looks.
Depends. Do I look like someone who's about to be emotionally throttled by capitalism and family expectations?
Damn. A little. He smiles again, but it's cracked porcelain.
Then yeah. Great.
Let's run away. I mean, like, you're still not at the end of our tour. According to a legal procedure I made up just right now, clients are required to stay till the end of the 4 days they told me. So basically, stay.
Are we running away from my problems?
That's what we're doing. He glows. I blink, blinded by the lights. Julian grabs my hand.
Come on. You're my alibi now.
For what?
Evading intergenerational capitalism. Keep up.
Intergenerational capitalism? So, are you going to leave now that you had a great romantic moment and disrupted all my customers? John exhales through his nose, long suffering.
Should we leave?
Let's go. We sprint, past startled pigeons, past a confused grandmother selling mochi, past a man in a bear costume who salutes us solemnly. Julian doesn't let go. We slow to a walk. Julian ducks behind a display of baby's breath and hydrangeas. He peers out like we're in a spy movie, and he's the main character with very questionable stealth skills. Do you think they're actually following you?
Oh, almost definitely. But look at this peony. Isn't it gorgeous?
Focus.
Right, escaping. Sorry, the peony distracted me.
Somehow, I got dragged into a karaoke booth. Julian punches in a random song in Japanese that he definitely can't sing. The screen flashes pink hearts.
If I die tomorrow, tell the world I did not agree to be CEO of a corporation that sells weapons and scented candles.
Wait, what? Weapons and scented candles? That's a niche business model.
My family's idea of synergy.
He slumps into the cracked red seat dramatically.
I'd rather eat my own passport. No wasabi, just straight chewing.
We double back, like idiots. Like two idiots whose only good hiding place is where we were caught last time. Jun isn't at the counter, the lights are dim, the air smells like cinnamon and existential dread.
Quick, before someone rational sees us.
He grabs my hand again and pulls me into the storage room. Door clicks shut behind us. Dim light filters through a dusty ceiling vent, painting pale lines across Julian's face. The room smells like cinnamon, cardboard, and something sweet. Probably the bear cookies Jun keeps hoarding for secret emergencies. We're surrounded by shelves stacked with syrup bottles, flour bags, crates of matcha mix, and one mysterious box labeled Emotional Damage Fragile. I don't ask why there is a PS5 and a bed filled with Kuma merch. I'll find out the reason when I get to Riku's room. Oh, okay. A little, what's it called? Fourth wall breaking. Outside, the cafe bell jingles, sharp footsteps, 2 sets, then Julian presses a finger to my lips. His other hand finds my wrist, steadying and warm. His breath fans against my cheek. I can feel the tension buzzing off him as taut as a violin string about to snap. I don't move. I don't speak. I'm not even sure I'm breathing right. Footsteps pause just outside, muffled voices. Someone clears their throat. Someone else says he was seen near here. Julian shuts his eyes. Just for a second, his lashes twitch. The footsteps continue, then fade. The front door bell jingles again, distant now, fading. Silence. He doesn't let go.
That was unnecessarily cinematic.
Oh my god. Okay. You literally shushed me like we were in a spy drama.
If this were a drama, I'd kiss you to keep you quiet.
Oh.
But I'm trying very hard not to ruin the one good thing I've got going this week.
The silence returns, heavier this time. That bad, huh? Julian laughs under his breath. It's not the usual bright sound. It's huddled out, quieter.
My father booked a trip to Japan for me. He said I needed to see the world before inheriting it. Like,
wow.
It's some family heirloom, or a throne made of golden spreadsheets.
Wow, that's pretentious as hell. He pulls away, finally, and leans back against the shelf. A packet of tapioca pearls shifts behind him, but he doesn't fall.
I thought I'd come here and figure things out. Instead, I got lost. I fought a 7-year-old for a bento. I met you, and now I'm hiding in a closet like a guilty teenager who missed curfew.
Technically, it's a storage room.
Great. That makes it dignified.
He runs a hand through his hair and lets out a long sigh.
I don't want that life. I don't want board meetings and mergers and being told who to be.
What do you want? He looks at me. Really looks.
I want mornings like today. I want to chase sunlight through alleyways and sing badly in karaoke bars and eat illegal amounts of mochi. I want to feel like I exist for me and not just for the family name stamped across the building.
I want money to be financially stable, so that was kind of poetic.
Sorry. It happens when I'm emotionally cornered next to a 50-pound bag of rice.
Let's disappear together. The silence stretches, the kind that presses in around the edges, waiting for someone to break it. I shift, brushing against the crate labeled emergency pancake mix, do not touch. Jen will know. My voice is quiet when I speak. What if we just didn't go back? Julian blinks, slowly, like I just handed him a glitch of the universe.
Didn't go back?
I mean, hypothetically, if we vanished, ran away, changed names, grew beards, opened a smoothie stand in the middle of nowhere. He stares at me, mouth slightly open, and then...
That's insane.
I know.
I want it.
I blink.
No, seriously, let's open a hostel in Bali, or maybe a cat cafe in Portugal. We'll rent out surfboards to people and live off street food and questionable income streams.
That escalated quickly.
I've thought about it before. Kind of. Not with someone, but now...
He grips my shoulders.
You, me, the ocean, bad financial decisions. A lifetime of it.
You need to calm down.
I can't. You offered me freedom with a side of emotional support and maybe illegal identity fraud. Do you realize what a dangerous combination that is?
There's something I should say.
If it's that you're secretly Comfort Kuma in a trench coat, I'll be thrilled.
I'm not. I pause. I'm not actually a real tour guide. I never was. Not licensed, not official. I just sort of made it all up as I went. A beat. I look down, maybe ashamed. Julian blinks and smiles like it's the most obvious thing in the world.
I know.
You do?
You think I didn't notice you didn't know the difference between a shrine and a temple? Or that you gave me directions to the zoo when I asked for a museum?
You never said anything.
Of course not. It was the most fun I've ever had with anyone.
Wow. Sorry. I'm so cynical. I blink and Julian leans in, forehead to mine.
You could have been a barista or a dentist or a disaster.
Which I am.
I'd still follow you to Bali.
He's practically vibrating. I'm not sure if it's adrenaline or caffeine or sheer desperation, but I feel it too. Something shifting, unspooling.
We need to die.
Oh shit, let's go. Excuse me?
Fake die. For the record. Obviously.
Okay, after having some rest back at my place, Julie and I set out on our 4th day together. It's been hectic. The air is pink and gold, the sky melting into its softest shades. Just outside Cafe Kuma, a row of old Buddha booths glow like pastel coffins, each one promising ultimate kawaii transformation. Jen leans against the cafe doorway, sipping something from a bear-shaped thermos. He looks like someone who regrets every life decision that led to his moment. I don't know what he's bitching about, because honestly, like, owning a cute little, like, character cafe that has good business, just vibing, that sounds, that sounds pretty nice. You're telling me you want to fake your death with a sticker photo booth?
I need a believable exit. Dramatic, symbolic, preferably with sparkles.
It's what he deserves. You're all unwell. Julian and I sit on a cracked bench outside the shuttered back door of the cafe, the evening neon buzz from the paprika photo booth faintly glowing nearby. Jen is pacing a few steps away, trying not to care. So, we're really doing this.
We're faking our deaths in a 600 yen photo booth, Monkea. It would be kind of rude to back out now.
How are we faking our deaths in a photo booth? Oh, that's a lot of options. What does... I actually don't know.
It just ends up meaning you. Because that's all there is to
Bitch,
it.
let me know what that means.
Ma chérie, ma belle.
Okay, it's like a pet name.
Also means you. But only for me.
I try opening up Google Translate. Wait, actually? Now I'm gonna Google Translate it. Hold on. Okay, French to English. Cause come on. Oh shit, I don't know how to spell it. My heart. Oh, okay. Yeah, that checks out. Hold on. Okay. Oh, we're asking more questions. How am I going to pay? Costs? Costs. How do I pay for the flight tickets and everything?
Man, I knew this would happen, so I booked everything just in case. See? You have a flight ticket ready for 9:38 p.m. tonight.
Okay, but like, thinking about this logically, is that like your dad's money or something? You can probably track your credit card. I stay, my mouth slightly open. I didn't pack
You have a
socks.
drawer labeled just in case for international romantic implosion. I've seen it.
What? Okay, maybe I did plan a little.
This is fate. You didn't have a job.
Okay.
I didn't have a future. We both needed a beautiful tropical escape.
Okay. My cousin's going to think I got kidnapped again. Again? She's not wrong. What do you mean again? What? Why am I doing this again? Right, but like, I had a perfectly fine apartment, a rice cooker, rent paid, my favorite pillow, and now I'm running off to Bali because I, didn't feel like clocking into a job I already quit?
Isn't that the spirit of travel?
Julian interrupts the conversation.
We're just rewriting the script. Besides, I heard hostel ownership is basically like having a permanent sleepover.
What? Jen's eye starts twitching in the back. Listen, I know this is a romantic moment, but that's not how business works. Do you have any idea how zoning permits? So this is insane, right?
Totally. But I'd rather be insane with you in Bali than sensible in a golden cage.
Okay. At least take the travel toothbrush I keep behind the counter. You're both going to crash and burn. That's a dream. Julian's arm dragging me into the booth. The inside is cramped and neon lit, plastered with instructions in aggressive fonts and cuter than thou mascots. Julian selects the escape your tragic past theme with concerning speed. Flash. A picture of me choking on laughter while Julian dramatically clutches a fake rose. Flash. Us mid-scream as Julian tries to climb into my lap because the booth voice glitched and said goodbye forever in a demonic tone. Flash. Julian fake collapsing in my arms like a telenovela protagonist. I don't even bother trying to look serious anymore. We burst out of the booth breathless. Julian peels off the sticker sheet, admiring the horror he created.
June, you're our witness. Tell my father I died doing what I loved.
Which was...
abandoning capitalism.
Okay. Jin sighs and takes his sticker sheet like it's an ancient curse. He pockets it with a muttered, "Godspeed, idiots." Julian bows low, grabs my hand, and we bolt. The lights are harsh here, brighter, more real. The announcement board flickers with departures, each one a possible feature. Julian clutches our train tickets, still slightly out of breath. His other hand doesn't let go of mine.
You know, I always imagined running away would involve more fake mustaches. Maybe a Vespa.
You got sparkly stickers and a near-death heart attack in the photo booth.
Honestly, way better.
The train hums on the tracks nearby, sleek and waiting. Its doors are just starting to slide open. We glance at each other and step forward. We sit down in the nearest seats we found. Oh, pretty! What a pretty art style. The train jerks into motion, a soft mechanical groan underneath us. Julian flops into the window seat, pressing his forehead to the glass like a golden retriever in an existential crisis. The city begins to blur past, neon signs, sleepy apartment buildings, vending machines glowing like little miracles in the dark. I drop into the seat beside him. For a moment, we just breathe.
Okay, first things first. If we're going to start a new life, you need to learn how to curse in French.
Very important. That's a priority?
Survival skills. Il est mon terre, mon pauvre imbécile.
What does that mean?
I'll tell you when we land. Or maybe when you're angry enough to use it on me.
I feel like he called me an idiot.
I want to know completely everything about you. What kind of music would you listen to? How would you react to what I do?
For the first time, I'm receiving an easy request from you. Oh, okay. The Heartstop tour soundtrack. Pop. He grins, turning toward me, all teeth and crooked jaw. His knee bumps mine, doesn't move.
You know what's wild?
Everything that just happened?
Besides that, it's been what, a few days, and I think, no, I know I'm completely, recklessly, possibly dangerously into you.
Okay. My heart does something deeply irresponsible.
Like, yeah, maybe I'm running from a life of generational trauma and emotionally constipated bodyguards, but also, maybe you're the best part of the getaway.
You really are broken, huh?
Irreparably.
He leans his head against my shoulder. His hair smells like stolen shampoo samples from hotel lobbies.
I don't care how fast it is, or that everything's changing. I'm not letting that change how I feel about you. even if we crash and burn and the hostel gets terrible reviews.
I'm already picturing a 2-star Yelp post. Too many cats. Too many too many pretty pink bears.
One of the owners keeps teaching people to swear in French. 5 stars.
We talk about nothing and everything, what the hostel will look like, what we'll name it. Comfort Kuma, Southeast Asian expansion is quickly vetoed. Whether the moon looks different over Bali, if you can really build a new life with someone you've only just met, especially if one wakes up too early and the other wakes up too late. The train pulls into the airport terminal. Our escape awaits. Somewhere in Bali. They really escaped to Bali, huh? A cracked wooden sign swings in the breeze. Comfort Kuma Hostel. No shoes, no problems. It's warm here, the kind of heat that clings to your bones and makes you forget you ever wore jackets. Inside, someone is attempting to make pancakes using a broken rice cooker. What? What? A rice cooker? Julian is in the middle of arguing with a guest about the ethics of charging extra for emotional support cat cuddles. He sees me. Smiles like the sun. The past feels distant, like something we watched once on a train going somewhere else. All that matters now is the now. This little impossible dream. Ours. The end. Yahoo! Yippee! That was cute. Nothing like the privilege of being able to just run away to run away to another country and open up a business like that. Hold on. Were there multiple endings for this? Because I'm not sure. Let's take a look. So there's actually 2 love interests in this, but the second one's not available yet. Ah, there's 4 endings. I'm assuming the other endings are just like ending early. This seems like it's one of the what? There's no CG. Okay. They should make a album for me to look at the CGs. But yeah, I'm guessing there are multiple at points in the story where I could just be like bye and then we say goodbye. But I think I got at least one of the main endings. Alright, that was really short and sweet. No stream tomorrow. Well, maybe. It kind of depends. I'm going out tomorrow and then there's gonna be fireworks because it's July 4th. So, unlikely, but very, very loose, maybe. Saturday, maybe Saturday night I can stream and we'll continue the depressing letter game. Hopefully things get better in that one. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Good night. I will now rest and enjoy my day off tomorrow. Have a good night, and thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye. Oh. Hi, did you just join the stream? Okay. Yeah, bad timing, sorry. Bye-bye. Yeah. Maybe stream tomorrow, very unlikely, maybe, but I will probably stream again Saturday. Bye-bye.